A seemingly harmless little bug is orchestrating the perfect con against an entire ant empire. When hard-working worker ants carry this little guy back home, they have no idea they're personally destroying their entire colony. Every summer when July rolls around, a butterfly called the Alcon blue chooses to lay its eggs on the buds of a wetland plant, the marsh gentian. Before long, the larvae hatch out. Up high on the plant, these fragile little creatures could actually avoid ground predators. But they deliberately risk dropping down to the surface because their survival strategy depends on exploiting these potential enemies. The blue butterfly larva spins a thin thread from its mouth and slowly rappels down to the ground. Down there, a pack of notoriously aggressive bulldog ants is prowling around hunting for prey. These ants are classic carnivorous insects with venomous stingers on their rear ends. The larva exposes itself right in front of them. The scene looks completely defenseless, but it's actually a calculated setup. Once it successfully grabs the bulldog ant's attention, the blue butterfly larva's body starts releasing a special hydrocarbon compound. This chemical signal perfectly mimics the scent of ant larvae. Even the most sensitive worker ants can't tell the difference. The bulldog ants are instantly fooled by this disguise, thinking this little guy is one of their own larvae that wandered away from the nest. They carefully carry this imposter back home. Everything is going exactly according to the blue butterfly larva's plan. The oblivious worker ants even placed the blue butterfly larva in the warmest, safest nursery chamber, with dedicated attendant ants assigned to lick its body clean and remove waste. But the blue butterfly larva doesn't just smell like them, it can even mimic the queen's sounds. In the dark nest, ants can only identify companions through scent and vibrations. Under this flawless double disguise, this little con artist lives a pampered parasitic lifestyle, getting plumper by the day. When food gets scarce, the worker ants will even ruthlessly abandon their own offspring to prioritize feeding this outsider disguised as family. After 2 years of gorging and growing, with the nest food supplies nearly exhausted, the blue butterfly larva finally begins preparing to pupate. Under the ant's protection, it quietly completes its final transformation. A few weeks later, the first adult Alcon blue butterfly emerges from its chrysalis. 2 years of devoted care from the ant kingdom has given these scammers plenty of nutrition, blessing them with strong wings and beautiful appearance. But now they must race against time to escape the ant nest because they can no longer release those ant-deceiving chemical signals. The worker ants stare at the empty chrysalis shells on the ground, seemingly beginning to realize they've been duped. But for the blue butterflies, this is just the start of another cycle. Once they take to the air and mate, the next generation of larvae will again be placed on marsh gentian buds, repeating the same deceptive process and continuing to systematically devour another ant colony's future.